Hello there, and this is Alex from Who Target Podcast, and today we're going to discuss the new series of Bergerac. Now, the trick with this is to completely take out your mind that there has been a series of Bergerac before. There was a very fabulous season of Bergerac with John Nettles set again in Jersey through the late 80s to 90s. And now it's come back under the headline of Toby Whithouse writing and directing it, with David Maloney, I think that's how you pronounce his name, as Jim Bergerac. That's the only connection to the past, the fact that he has the same name. So you need to take out all the old bits out of your head when watching this, basically. There are other character names, like Zoe Wanamaker's character has the same name as the male detective who was the friend of Jim Bergerac in the original, but that's it. There's no other connections. There is little references to the past sprinkled through it, so if you are an old Bergerac fan, then you'll love it like I do for those reasons. Like in the first episode, you see the original Bergerac car, which was a Triumph Stag, in the garage in bits, basically. So it's sort of saying this is the past, and if you don't rebuild it, and you won't become the Bergerac you need to be. Because we see Jim in the first episode as a raving alcoholic. He's in remission. He's at AA base, and he's trying to keep the place good. His wife's been killed. We don't exactly know why. I think that's going to come out at some point. Because the other difference with this, instead of it being each episode is a small individual story, they've made this into a 6-part ongoing arc story, basically. So you have to watch all of it to get the whole story. I haven't binged it. You can binge it on the online service of all the UTV channels on Now and Sky. I'm only up to, where are we up to? Episode 3, because I'm watching it live on You and Drama. Like, I should watch the Marlowe Mysteries Season 2, which I should go on about on here as well. That's also on You and Drama, starts this Wednesday. Great cast. If you haven't watched that, go and watch that. So, Bergerac, he's basically back on the island. The island is its own character. Jersey looks so fantastic, and it's really good camera work from Toby Whitehouse's team. And I think the reason that David Maloney got this part, is, if you didn't know, is that in the later season of Being Human, Toby Whitehouse's comedy drama about vampires, he plays one of the main vampires, so they've got pedigree together, basically. And yeah, the place looks as stunning as ever. I haven't been there myself. I'd like to go there. It looks stunning. And around this, Jim's back. It's his first day back. He doesn't want to be the main leader of the team, but decides to be like the number 2 and let the other guy, who's a bit of a jerk, basically. He's not the greatest detective, the other guy. And Bergerac's 100 times better than him. So you get this case where a billionaire on the island, played by, it's played by Philip Glenister. I just couldn't remember his name then. You've got a really good pedigree as the main actor in this. You've got Philip Glenister, you've got Zoe Wanamaker, and then episode 3, the newest episode on You and Drama, he is amazingly good. He just shows how good an actress she can be when people actually employ her, unlike the whole Harry Potter things you got into, which I won't go into. Anyway, so we have all of that. We have this big family who are hiding inside, and their daughter's been killed, and then the child goes missing, and it sort of unravels all throughout the episodes of 1, 2 and 3, basically, and you learn more and more about the family, how corrupt they are, and that somebody's been stalking them for years. But it's a very beautiful series, basically. It's well worth a watch. I cannot wait to see what happens in episode 4. What else? It's just really good performances. As I said, David Maloney's really good as Bergerac, and he's just very subtle. He's very dark and brooding because he's trying to keep his life together. He's got a daughter who sort of puts up with him, and you've got the whole him not wanting Zoe Wanamaker, the grandmother's character, to take over the daughter's life, basically. But it's really well acted. There's some great scenes between Zoe Wanamaker and him in episode 2 and 3, because that's what I'm up to at the moment. I'm trying to think what else I really like. I think it's well shot. There's beautiful landscapes. There's beautiful direction. Toby Whitehouse has done really well with this. Whatever he does is normally very good. It's well worth watching any of his stuff. As I said, if you want a really good Doctor Who episode, go back and watch the Vampires in Venice episode. I think that's Toby Whitehouse from the first Matt Smith period with Karen Gillan. Fantastic episode. That is Toby Whitehouse's work. So we'll see how it goes. I think there's a lot of room for more than one season with this, but you never know. It's all down to ratings. In my opinion, the only thing, again, I would say makes it a bit annoying if you're watching it live, because I need to watch it live because of the audio description, is the advert breaks. I wish it was on BBC One, and I expect it will go on BBC One later in the year, like they did with Traces and Annika. It seems that things that are made for you and drama do eventually end up on BBC without the advert breaks, and then they seem to work a lot better. I thought Annika worked better without the advert breaks, and I think this will work better without the advert breaks. Still not really loving the credit music. It's okay, but the piano verse is not as good as the great, version that the original had. That piece of music is famous. That piece of music is nearly as famous as the island and the car, in my opinion, in Bergerac. But overall, I think David Maloney's doing a really good performance as Jim Bergerac, but not Bergerac as in John Nettles Bergerac. That's the trick. Don't think of it as a continuation from the Bergerac of John Nettles period. It isn't. It's a completely brand new animal, and you should watch it separately and enjoy it because it is really, really good. And you've probably seen critic reviews. I bet they'll be getting really bad reviews, but always ignore the reviews, is my opinion with lots of things. So there we go. That's my opinion on the new episodes of Bergerac. We're up to 1, 2, and 3, and I'll be doing more on the ones when they go on You and Drama, because I'm not going to watch them online. Of course, you can always binge them at You, which is the UK TV's online app. I think you can get for Android and Apple. You can download it and you can get everything they do, like as a binge. So you can watch all 6 episodes of Bergerac now, like my mother has done, and I expect my friend Eve has done as well. Anyway, so that's all for the moment. Still coming tomorrow, because it's Daredevil Day tomorrow, so there'll be one on that. I still need to finish watching Doctor Who Season 7 Spearhead from Space with audio description, because I have to sync it off the iPlayer because it's not on the disc. I need to do that and watch all the extras. And as I said, Season 2 of The Marlowe Murder starts on UK and Drama tomorrow, so I'm going to watch that tomorrow and I'll probably do a video on that. So there's lots to come on the channel. Keep hitting the likes and links. And I'm trying to think, is there any Who news this week? Because we're getting closer to the new Season 2, and I think they've dropped a new trailer. I love the fact they keep putting up on every drama on BBC One that little teaser thing with the great music. No, it's just getting closer, and I'm looking forward to it. And of course, that'll be the day of that is, of course, Record Store Day, and the 10th Planet, which I intend to get, is, of course, coming out on lovely vinyl for Record Store Day. Hopefully I can get that. It'd be great to get that signed by Annika at some point. So anyway, keep liking the channel, keep the bell. If you're not already subscribing, it would be great to get more likes, more watchers. So I know it went down a bit with going away. So I'm back here with lots of cool things on the channel. So keep watching. Share the love.